What's up, y'all? Big Herc 916. And I always wondered, what was God's plan for me? Have you ever thought about that? What's the big plan? What does the almighty universe have in store for your future? How your life is supposed to be lived out? Or are there a lot of variables? I've never been a religious person. I've never had any deep desire to want to be a part of any church or organization. I always felt like anytime you looked outside of yourself for the truth, you were actually committing a wrongful act because the truth is always within you. How's another person gonna tell you about yourself when nobody knows more about yourself than yourself? I've always felt that I had a purpose, but I didn't know what that purpose was. I didn't know what God's big plan for me was. Was it for me to be an athlete? Well, I didn't grow up to be 6'6" or 6'10" to play basketball. Was it for me to play football? I was decent in high school, but the coach didn't look out for me on the scholarship. Maybe it was to be a scholar. I was always good at the books. Maybe it was to be a public speaker or a mentor. I never thought God's plan was for me to be a criminal, somebody who goes in and out of lockdown facilities, but somehow I did. And whenever I was in there, I always wondered, it's got to be more to life than this. This can't be it. There's something I'm missing. There's something I'm overlooking. I'm not seeing the big picture. And I used to look for the answer, but didn't know how to really look. And then when I got to the federal pen and got around some grown men, I I found the truth. I looked, and in the reflection of other men, I saw what I did not want to become. I saw what my future entailed, and it wasn't prison. It was getting out, making a difference, being a positive inspiration to others. I didn't go in there and feel sorry for myself or become a religious fanatic like I was just living in sin. I feel that when they try to push all that, it's basically a scare tactic. A lot of stuff is based on fear, whether it be, bullying, religion, you know, dating outside your race, doing things that you normally don't do. It's all out of fear. Once you can realize that fear has no place in your life, you'll be able to figure out what God's plan is for you. And a lot of people take this and say, hey, we're talking about God. Which God are you talking about? Well, I'm talking about the God who's a reflection of myself. Basically, the God that talks to me. Not the guy at the temple who talks to me, or the guy at the big worship house who talks to me. No, I'm talking about the voice in my head. The God that tells me you can do better, you can be successful, you have all the potential. You don't need to look outside yourself for the truth. You have the truth inside you the whole time. All you have to do is tune in. You got all type of just miscellaneous frequencies going on which are confusing the message I'm trying to give to you. It's like when you're messing with the AM dial and it's making all that weird noise. You gotta Go slow and tune it in. And once you tune in, here's God's plan for you. I know I heard his plan. And never did I think that I would have to go to the darkest place to find those plans. But I found them in my darkest hours. Yeah, when I'm sitting in, a cage, basically a cage bathroom, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make it through the next 120 months. God has to have a plan for you to make it out of there. He has a bigger purpose. So ask yourself, what is your purpose? And if you're fulfilling that purpose at this moment, you don't have to go to prison to find it. You don't have to go to some temple or some worship house, or it's all within you. Take the time, meditate on it. Look inside your heart. You'll feel it. And I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about look inside your heart spiritually, and you'll find the answer you're looking for. And you'll realize your purpose is greater than just you or the things around you. You have a greater purpose. God's plan.